Good evening, everyone. How are you? I hope all is well with everybody. Hello, Michelle P. I hope all is well with everybody. Hello, Mocha. Hello, Princess Strickland. Hey, guys. What y'all been up to all day? How many working women do we have in the chat? All you women independent, throw your heads up for me. Hey, Lisa Brown. All you women independent, throw your hands up. Hello, Sheila Austin. You have a Christmas shopping. I have a Christmas shopping. Keisha Bass, hey. Lynette, hello, beautiful. Thank you, Lynette. Mwah. Thank you, sis. Thank you for the jewels. Thank you. So you guys been good? Well, me, I'm good. What you see is what you get. Yeah. No complaints, no complaints. Today's been a good day. A little chilly, but it's winter time. So, Oh, you have been Christmas shopping. Got it. Princess say, I'm retired and loving it. No, that's right. Thank you. Let's rock. Beautiful. Thank you. Let's rock. You've been showing up, girl. I'm about to come over there and see what's going on, girl. Lisa Brown is speaking to Mocha. Aw, that's so sweet. The DZ123 said, I like your style. Aw, you been watching me? Because I haven't seen you in my chat. So you've been watching me from afar. You've been in the bushes, in the skybox. But thank you. Hello, Bama. Bama, I got to look in on that Christmas list for Scooty, okay? I haven't did it yet. I hadn't had a chance, but it's in my heart to do it. So I've got to be sure to look on that list. I heard somebody say something about you had it posted. So I'll be sure to look in on that list for Scooty, You know, I like Scooty. I like that Virgo. That's my little boy. I like Scooty. He's so smart and sweet. Princess Strickland speaking to Bama. Amos Adams said hi. Hey, Amos. Beautiful, classy lady. Hey, sister. I love classy lady. You're so classy. I love your name. It fits you perfectly, darling. You're so smart. When are you going to start your channel? I have a few clues. Should I call it clues or things that, I heard you say something about you don't have enough people to go live. I heard you say you didn't have enough people to go live, classy lady. So I don't know how many people know. But when I went live, about 4.5, 5 years ago. It was quite easy. Even though YouTube don't let you go live to so many subscribers, but you probably got at least 50 subscribers, right? Hello, Sister Nick _ hey. And you know, with StreamYard, classy lady, they give you 20 free hours per month on one of their, I think it's their beginners or they basic. They just give you 20 free hours. So you can do 20 free hours on StreamYard, and you can go live through StreamYard to get your message out there. So if you didn't know that, I'm happy to share that with you. I did it for a long time. The 20 hours for 20 hours, free 20 hours on StreamYard. And I would just do StreamYard, and I would do videos on YouTube when I first started. I do videos, and then I go live on StreamYard. I did that for a long time. Oh, Ryan Anthony. Ryan said gangster grandma. No, well, I'm not a gangster, but I might appear to be, but I'm not. Not at all. I'm the matriarch of my family. I have 7 grandkids, and I don't want them to think their grandma is gangster. I'm not that. I'm not a gangster. I'm just a child of God. I'm a Christian grandmother. Okay, so hopefully that'll help. Hello, beautiful Sheila. What my sister at? Hey, Sheila. Sheila Kimbrew, have you made it home from work? Because you know this morning when we be doing our morning inspiration, you be moving and you have to get to work. So have you got home yet? Hey, brother Daniel. Daniel Bear Sports Highlight. Hey, brother. Oh, good, good. Okay, okay. So would that be your page name as well, classy lady? I think you're gonna be good out here. You know, it's a little rough because people would judge you and they will come after you. They try to put you in a box. They try to tell you how you feel, how you think, how disappointed God is with what you're doing, what you're saying, you know, but you got to just know who you are, know your place with God, and you'll be just fine. My biggest mistake was to come into this sector and get into the different confrontation with the different people. I feel as though that was my biggest mistake. I should have just stayed out of it, just observed, watched, and just kept my opinion to myself. Maybe a few things here and there in the chat, right along with the chat. Like, I love to have the chat engagement. So I think that's important for any content creator. But as far as picking sizes and, you know, being more with one group than another, then that is a setup for failure, because you have to look at YouTube as a business. And when you go to a job, you're not trying to be friends with everybody on the job. You're there to work and make money. So if you have that mindset, you'll do just fine. But if you want to be friends, see, it's not going to work, because it's hard to be friends with everybody. And you don't want anybody to mess up your reputation or be coming after you for craziness, you know. So anyway, those are the things that I have learned since I've been out here, that I wish I had did differently. It's like I started off with trees, then I started with raws, you know, so. And I'm at 10,000, but I could be so further along with my knowledge and my real interests and stuff like that. I could be I could be up 50, 100,000 subscribers if I had to just did me instead of trying to um, um, defend and to take up. That's my personality as well. I always go with the underdog. I've always been there. That's my personality. So I wasn't acting out of character, but it just wasn't the way to go on social media. So good luck, and I hope you hear me and take that and use it to your benefit. Hello, beautiful Gloria Wiley. Hey, loving my grandson. Hey, beautiful. Let's rock. Are you still working? I know you just work all the time from job to job, but if it's in you, then I understand. I did it for many, many, many years. I worked for over 50 years. I worked for over 50 years. Yes. So I have always had a job, always held down a job, good job, longevity jobs with benefits. I have always been just blessed that way. God He have always supplied all of my needs just like he said he would do. He knew I was strong. He knew I could do it. So, things didn't come easy. I had to work for it, but he always had that door open for me to get the good jobs. So here we are. Now I'm in my 60s and I can kind of like kick back and relax a little bit because I work for my Social Security. They would take my Social Security out from the age of 13 when I first had my first summer job. And I kind of like having my own money and stuff, so I have really worked most of my entire life. So this is my time to really like just do my own thing. I love my little transportation company where I just pick people up and take them to the airport and, do things like that on my own. So I love that. But I'm not, it's just good to be able to call my own shots. I'm no longer hitting anybody's clock. But it was something I had to work towards. It came with age. It was nothing I did when I was in my 30s and 40s. I was working my behind off. So don't let me send out the wrong message. Yeah, you got to work for what you want. If you like nice things, you want to have bank accounts where you can have money always available for you, a good credit, those type of things, a nice home, nice car, nice clothes. You have to work for those things. Nobody gave me anything. I had to work for everything, So, and you make a few mistakes along the way because we're all human, Nobody's perfect. Yes, that's right. It's best. It's best because people change like the weather. People change like the weather, You just be like, you think you are, you find yourself, you get caught and you get stuck in a situation to where you're no longer moving. You're no longer moving. So I hope I saw everybody. You guys hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. And I thank you guys. You guys are so awesome. I appreciate it. I just have a good feeling about my newfound journey on social media. I got a really good feeling about it. I know it's going to take work just like it took work to be in this sector for 4.5, 5 years. I know it's going to take a little work. But the ones that I see that's very successful, guys, they've been doing it 12, 14 years now. I don't want to be, I don't mind doing it for 12 and 14 years. Don't get that part wrong, but I don't want to be, I want to be doing something that I know is paying off, because this is like an income. If people can just understand that, this is a real job. It's an income, and you have to put your best foot forward. And you got to work just like you would go work for somebody else. Now you're working for yourself. So when you got a lot of foolery and craziness going on, then you can't work no job when you got too much commotion and chaos and discord going on. You can't work. You got to work for yourself. Okay, Ryan, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing, but we're not talking about getting high and drinking, but thank you for sharing, though. Enjoy. Here's to you, Ryan. Here's to you, brother. Enjoy. Ryan want everybody to know that he's smoking here some good kush and drinking here some good vodka or something. But okay, we get you, brother. We hear you. I thought I saw ADHD. Didn't I see my brother? Let me go up. I thought I saw him. Was I seeing things? I don't know how many of you guys were here on yesterday evening when I was telling you guys about Trump want to take away MLK Day and Juneteenth starting next year. He wants to remove those holidays and replace it with his birthday. And we didn't really get a chance to get into that, but I thought that was just so crazy. I was like, what? All of the holidays we have on the calendar, guy, you know, you could have put your birthday during your month. I think somebody said you're born in June, but you don't have to touch the holidays that the Black people work so hard for. You don't have to take that away. What message are you sending? I mean, I already told you one time, Donald, that the people work very hard, came from blood, tears, and sweat to get to where we are. And I don't know why it is bothering you so much that you take something away. I mean, you just come in like a roaring lion. I mean, look at all the things that you want. Why do you want to remove so much from this nation? Healthcare, you attack the healthcare system, Social Security system, what is it? The Center of Disease. You know how to attack everything, and I can't understand why. Why are you doing all of this? Make it make sense, please. You got to have an end result. Like, you've been trying to destroy the Obamacare for so long. ACA, or ARA, or ACA, I think that's it. Affordable Care Act, yeah, ACA. You've been trying to get rid of that, but anytime somebody asks you, what are you going to replace it with, you don't have anything. You still, 5 years later, still saying, oh, we're working on it. So what is everybody supposed to do while you're working on it? Thank you, guys. I was disconnected and reconnected. You got your hands in so many things, and nothing's getting done. See, that's what happens when you can't focus on one thing. One thing at a time, Mr. President. One thing at a time. You're trying to do so many things at one time, and nothing is getting done. You're not resolving any of the problems that are existing right now, and the Supreme Court to be talking about giving you more power than you have right now, that is ridiculous. That's ludicrous. Look at how you acting with the power that they have already given you. It's ludicrous. Common people like myself, we don't understand. Why is it so important for you to have your face on everything, your name on everything? You've been a millionaire, billionaire your whole entire life. You ain't tired yet? I know you're never going to be tired of making money. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you already have all the recognition. Everybody know who you are. So what is the deal with that? What is the dealio, sir? What is the deal? Everybody know who you are. Everybody know who you are. And you seem as though people don't recognize you and don't know you. Nick underscore said, good evening, everyone. Barely holding on, so tired. I hope you're not driving. I hope you're somewhere where you can get some rest. How did Devon do? When they going to play their first game, or have they already done it? You got to tell me what's going on. Thank you, ADHD. Okay. I thought I saw your name, but okay. Maybe I just felt your energy, brother. He said, I'm here, Granny. Okay. Sheila say, what? No way. Oh, Sheila, you didn't hear me? Okay, so yesterday I told everybody that Trump wants to, he said in 2026, we're not gonna celebrate MLK Day. Y'all know that's just next month, right, guys? Y'all know MLK Day is next month. We're not gonna celebrate MLK Day. And he's also removing Juneteenth. We're not going to celebrate Juneteenth next year. So who is he talking to, guys? I heard somebody say, I don't care what he said, I'm going to celebrate either way. Hey, Beatrice. Granted, that's not true. He cannot take King's birthday. It's the free day in the park that doesn't matter. Don't nobody want to go to no park. I know you said that he's gonna start making people pay to get into these parks. You know how we all go to the park and we cook and be with our family and everything, but this is what he wants to happen. He wants to take away MLK Day. He wants to take it away, and he wants to take away Juneteenth. Now, why he's attacking those two holidays, I have no idea, but he wants to replace them with his birthday. So I know that he's working on that. I know that he is, he wants to make this arch, guys, this giant art. And the art will be called the Art of Trump. He want to build this big arch. You all know what an arch look like. And he want to name it the Arch of Trump. So he wants his name and his face on everything. I heard right before I went live that I saw the coin, and they are debating about it. I saw the coin, and he want to put his face on this coin, and so he want to be on the back and the front. This coin, he want to be on the front is his face, and on the back, he's standing on the back. You see his whole body standing and his face. So I was like, he's trying to make a coin for himself. He wants his face to be, he wants them to put his face on Mount Rushmore. So he wants that to happen. So it's just, he's trying to do a whole makeover of this nation. We know that, to me, in my opinion, let's rock. If you got time, because I don't see Tracy nor Mike. If you could post that copyright for me to read out. But listen. So we know that he's trying to change the makeup of this country. He said, somebody asked him what was his view on the economy, guys. Y'all ready to fall out? They asked him what was his views on the economy, and he said the economy was A plus. That's what he said. Did you guys know when he first took office? You know what? He can try all the things that he want to try to do. I'm just watching to see how far they'll let him go with these different things. You know, the Supreme Court, they are getting ready to give him more power. I told you guys that yesterday. And what he do with his power is, they said that, let me see, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. So thank you, Let's Rock. It's a 90-year bill that's been in place for 90 years. And if the Supreme Court overturns it, it gives Trump it gives him even more power than what he has right now. What do they call that bill? That he's trying to overturn this bill. I think it's a bill that has something to do with the president. Oh, got it. So this bill that he's trying to have overturned would give him full give him full authority over the executive branch. He will have full authority over the executive branch, meaning that he don't have to ask anybody about anything. We all know that the president is the executive. He will have full run of the whole executive branch. You don't have to ask anybody. You don't have to go talk to the Congress people. You don't have to talk to the senators. He has full control over the executive branch if they overturn this bill that he's trying to get them to overturn. Now, like I said, he got his hand in so many different things to where it's just ridiculous. Y'all know that Netflix and who is they trying to come together? Netflix, not Paramount. Who are those two big network? Netflix. I can't remember. Trying to merge. Trump got his hands in that. He's trying to tell them that he's going to choose what two networks to be together. And the reason why it's a bad thing, guys, because they're going to be able to dictate what we watch, what we listen to, and they put it all in one big network, then we're not going to have the same option as we have where we can watch anything and everything that we want to watch. Warner Brother, thank you, Mocha. So Netflix and Warner Brother, they want to merge, but Trump is trying to buy out Warner Brother, and they had already offered a big lump sum of money trying to block Netflix and Warner Brother from coming together. And I heard the news anchor people say before I went live today that if he's able to do that, he wants to be in a position where he can decide what people are talking about, what is being brought to people about as far as the news are concerned, what news we get, the news outlets and stuff like that. He wants to control the media. He wants to control the media. And like I said, every day he's chipping away at our democracy and also the Constitution. Every day he's chipping away. I just heard that in his first month in January, when he first took office, he tried to freeze up $3 trillion. He wanted to freeze $3 trillion towards the healthcare, Medicare, Medicaid. And he said that when he became, wait a minute, 1 minute, Beatrice. When he became president, he said Medicaid and Medicare would be strengthened. It would be stronger than ever. So he made that promise going into office. Now that he's in office, now he wants to get rid of the Obamacare. So how can you strengthen something that you're trying to tear down? Beatrice said 56% of the poll disapprove of what he's doing. Yes. His approval rate is like 26%, guys. His approval rate is like 26%. So everybody is upset. Everybody is upset. And me, like so many of you, we don't know for the life of what took place during this election. Why did so many people think that this guy was going to do something different? Y'all see my picture on my thumbnail? How I got the Pinocchio nose. We know Pinocchio was a puppet that lied all the time. His nose would grow every time he told a lie. So if you have a known liar and you have a person that's a 34 count felon. You have a person that has no respect for women. You have a person that's telling you that if you vote for him, you're never going to have to worry about voting again. All of these things are dangling in your face now. We must be some of the stupidest people in the world to still vote and put that man in office. I don't know why I said we. I don't know why I said we, because I ain't stupid by a long shot. But the people that voted and give this guy a second chance in office, he put it all out there on the table. That's one thing I say about this dude. He is not, he lies a lot, but when he talk, he tell you what he's gonna do. Now, why you don't believe him, I cannot understand. Lynette say Disney and Warner Brothers is one of the same. So yes. Let me see, can I run us a poll today? Oh, okay. Here's a good poll for us, guys. Do you guys think that President Trump should be given more power than what he has? That's the poll today. That is our poll for today. Do you think that President Trump should be given more power than what he have? What power than what he has today? Okay. Now, I know when he was president in 2020, when he was president in 2016, how he appointed those two judges to take the Supreme Court judges' seats. I want to know, how many do we have there? Is it 8 or 9? Even though he put 2 up in there, he put 2 in their seats. I want to know, why are they agreeing with everything that he say and do when they know that it's nothing that he can do to remove them from their position? Because to become a Supreme Court judge, that is a lifetime seat. You don't never have to be dethroned from those positions, those seats. I think that is if they're going to overturn something, that is what should be overturned. I don't think anybody should have a job like that, a government job, where they can't be replaced. Because if you put somebody in a position and they're doing a terrible job, why do the people have to continue to deal with it? Why they can't be removed and put somebody else in that position? Why can't they be removed and put somebody else in that position? You guys know in 2028, it's going to be a real mess when they start voting for who they want to be president this time around. It's going to be a real mess. We're going to have what we went through in 2020. We're going to relive that. We're going to relive that. But it's going to be 10 times worse. It's going to be 10 times worse. Y'all know that, right? Oh, wow. ADHD, wow. That sounded gross to even read. Hello, beautiful Mary Clark. How you feeling, darling? That sounded gross to read, ADHD. So listen. What do you guys think is going on with the Supreme Court judges that continues to just, so far, everything that he had to take to them, they be like, okay. I'm like, do they say no to anything? Do they say no to anything? Do you all know that Trump wants to pass a law or a bill where we have no, let's see, how did I write it? We're not going to have any say on AI. AI meaning artificial intelligence. He do not want anybody to have anything to do with that. Where's my other book at? I wrote something down for you guys. I want you guys to hear this. This is important that I let you guys hear this right here. Let me get my other book. So listen. Now this is something that's going to sound a little scary. Okay. So for the AI, he want the citizen, the people, to have no control over the AI. No control over AI. Now make this make sense. But to have full control over a woman's body, to decide whether to bring life into the world or not. So that's messed up within itself. They want to give AI full control to branch out and do anything they want to do with this. But a woman cannot have control or to decide what takes place with their bodies. Very, very much so, Sheila. AI is taking over. I saw them in China. They was doing this example, and they was testing this AI going up against this guy, and the AI was fighting with the guy, and the AI kicked the guy. So I said, okay, so now they're building these machines, these robots to fight. Now they're building these robots to fight, guys. Yes, they're building these robots to fight. Now that's scary. And they're building them so fast. They're building them so fast. And let me see. But it's so much. Oh, good. Good, Nick _ good. Oh, they got a good team, huh? They got a good team. All right there. All right. Tell them congratulations. As far as taking away the holidays, guys, I'm just going to wait and see how that go. I'm not going to speak on it. I'm not going to count them out because I just see all the things they letting him get away with. You know that they still have not released the Epstein file, and they promised us that they would. And I knew that they would act exactly the way that they're acting. They're not going to let us know what was going on They was talking about impeachment again today. They want to impeach him again. So you guys know what I say about that. If he already have uh, 10, 15 impeachment, what difference does it make? If he's not going to respect them or it's nothing going to be done, just placing all these impeachment on him, he already told them that he's going to be president forever. So that's just wasted paper and wasted ink if they're not going to be able to do anything about it. If they're not going to be able to do anything about it. So this is funny. This guy by the name of Duffy, Sean Duffy, I think he's over the aviation, like at the airport and stuff like that. They're trying to, him and RJK got together and decided that at the airports, they want to put these, they call them pull-up. You know how the men get up on the pole and they pull themselves up like that? They want to put these in every airport. So instead of lowering the prices on the flights, because people are complaining about how high it is, how high inflation have taken the flights. They're paying so much to fly. Instead of bringing that down and focusing on that, they talking about putting pull-ups in every major airport so people can pull up and get their blood flowing and stuff like that. It's the silliest thing you ever want to see, guys. It is the silliest thing you ever want to hear. The way these people that's in charge are thinking. It seems like nobody is paying attention to what's really going on. I want to know, do they feel as though if they don't talk about it, it's just going to go away? Just like DJT, how he's just got his hands in every single thing. He say that he's traveling the world, he's making peace all over the place. They gave him a invitation of the Nobel Peace Prize. They gave him an invitation of that. He got his hand in that. He got his hand in Netflix Warner Brothers. He got his hand in Epstein file. He got his hand in getting more power. He got his hand in getting rid of healthcare. He got his hand in, all of this stuff. He got his hand in everything, but nothing is getting done. Do people see that nothing is getting done? Listen, nothing is getting done. I wanted you guys to, what I was going to tell you guys, how you got his hand in everything and nothing is getting done. Oh, back to RJK. Y'all know that he said babies can't get vaccinated anymore. They don't have to be vaccinated when they're first born. But it's this disease that babies get called whooping cough. Y'all heard of that before, right? Most mothers have, when you have a baby, they get whooping cough. They call it whooping cough. And they had a vaccine for that. But he said when babies are first born, they no longer have to get vaccinated for that. So in, is it Kansas? 3 babies have passed away from whooping cough. Something that is preventable because they're taking away the vaccine for babies. RFK, yes, ADHD, yes. RFK. I said RJK, okay. Or JRK, okay. RFK. He said the babies shouldn't be vaccinated, right? So we lost 3 babies in this one state because of whooping cough. I listened to these 2 doctors that was talking about it, and they say it's very preventable. They have a vaccine for it and everything. But with him saying that they are not allowed to give these babies these vaccines, babies are passing away for no reason. Whooping cough, guys. Whooping cough is when a baby be coughing and they can't stop. I think if I can't remember, way back in the 70s, in the early 80s, I think one of my kids had got the whooping cough where they were just coughing. But, and they gave them a shot or something like that. I would just remember something about whooping cough. But yeah, there's something that's so preventable, but babies are dying from it. And here's another name for it, pertussis, or pertussis, Pertussis, pertussis. That's another name for whooping cough, and it's very preventable. But if they stop when babies are first born into the world, they give them that vaccine to prevent the whooping cough. Now, if they take that away, I would think that it has something to do with babies being inside of their mothers, and the mother, do the breathing for them and stuff like that. Then when they come into this world, their first dose of real air and breathing on their own might send them into that whooping cough where they can't be choking, can't catch their breath. So that's why that vaccine is so important. Mary Clark said, that's sad. Whooping cough would take their breath. Yes, it takes their breath away. So that's why they need that vaccine. And I don't know how much damage they're going to allow him to do. I don't know how much damage they're going to allow Kash Patel to do. I don't know how much damage they're going to allow these people that the unqualified in these positions. How much damage are they going to allow them to do before we get some real people in these offices that know what they're doing, been doing these jobs for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. They know what they're doing, not somebody that's guessing on what they're doing, what they think. Because if something is working, why would you take it away? That's what I can understand. I can understand if nobody's been complaining about vaccines and how they're not helping the babies and the children when they first start school. You all know those vaccines help our kids not to spread germs to one another when they start in elementary school and when they start daycare. Those vaccines protect our children that we have to send to these places if we're going to get out and work. We have to send our kids to these daycares and to school so we can get out and work. But if they don't get vaccinated, everybody's spreading germs to everybody. And it's just really, it's not rocket science. It's self-explanatory. I just don't understand why they don't see it. I don't understand why they don't see it, guys. Sheila said teachers don't want AI in classes. Well, I told you guys about how they're trying to put AI, that AI teach the word of God. They're setting it up where AI will be teaching the word of God. And one of the news outlets that I was listening to said to remove the pastors and the preachers and stuff. I'm like, what? What? I mean, who is behind all of these ideas, guys? Who is behind all of these ideas? The poll is in, guys. So 95% of people said no, he don't need any more power. 95% of people say he don't need any more power. So why does the Supreme Court feel as though he needs more power? I mean, it'll be different if he was just doing a magnificent job. He was governing the land and everybody was so pleased and his approval rate was sky high. That'll be different. but to be failing in every area. And they say, give him more power. I just don't get it, guys. I don't understand the way these people think. A lot of these lawmakers, they be like, well, it's in the law book that they have the power to do this and they have the power to do that. And that's their right. They should be able to do that. But you got to have common sense as well, right, guys? You got to have common sense like, no, from where I'm sitting and what I'm watching, this person don't need any more power. Like, he's about to hang himself right now. He's hanging himself right now. With all of these decisions, the hand and everything, nothing's getting done. You guys know, I think they said this weekend coming up, they're getting ready to take it to the table to vote on health care. This weekend coming up, they're getting ready to vote on health care again. I hope it doesn't make them shut the government down again. But the Democrats trying to get a 3-year extension on health care, on Obamacare. I kind of see where they're going with that. I can kind of understand why they want 3 years of extended health care coverage for the people, we the people. But so it's going to be this weekend that they're going to vote on health care. Yes. So have anybody else heard anything that maybe I missed, that I didn't get to hear? Put it in the chat if you guys want to talk about it. Let me see, did I hear anything else today? I heard about giving AI full control over what they do. Yes, I told them that already, Mary Clark, but they said he can't do that. So Mary Clark said, I heard that he taken Juneteenth and made it his day. Also, ML Day. Also, I told them that, but they said he can't do that. He can't do that. Okay. I heard that, Mary Clark. Now, I'm just waiting to see how far they're going to let him go. For him to be saying this, listen, guys, for him to be saying he wants to take away MLK Day and Juneteenth, for him to be saying that, and the Supreme Court saying, give him more power, what do you all think the outcome is going to be? It's just something to think about. If they give him more power, I don't know where we're going to be in the next 3 years under his rulership. Yes, he's charging for the national parks. This is what he said about that I heard him say. If you are a citizen of this country, you can get in for free. But anybody that's international that wants to visit those parks, he's going to charge $100 per head. He's going to charge $100 per head to go and enter those parks. Glory Wiley. Not for us. International. Anybody international that wants to go to the park, they got to pay $100. But listen, here we are. You all know that a lot of refugees and immigrants, they came to this country, and to get green cards, they will marry a citizen of this country to get a green card or to make them a citizen. You guys know that was going on way back in the 70s and 80s, right? Now listen, this is what's being said now. This is what's being said now. If you have a immigrant, if you have a immigrant mother and father, you are not a citizen. If your mother and your father is an immigrant, you are not a citizen. That goes to say that you all know that they told many people, once you're born in this country, you are a citizen if you're born in this country. So if they come over here and let's say a man and a woman married and they are immigrants from other countries and they have a child, their child is also would be classified as an immigrant, would not no longer be a citizen of this country. Now, that's what I heard. That's what I heard about. And so I don't know how they're going to let that go. Hello, beautiful Lisa Clark. I don't know how they're going to let that go. They say that if your mother and your father are immigrants, then you are not a citizen of this country. And that's just not how it was. It was like, if they was born here, then they are citizen of this country. But because we got plenty of immigrants that came in and had kids, and they were both immigrants, mother and father. So look how many people that he's taking their citizenship away from them. Yeah, I heard a news outlet said that he wants to take away, listen guys, this is funny in a way, but kind of sad. He wants to take away Kamala Harris' citizenship. Yeah, we had Kamala Harris for the vice president of the United States. How is he going to take away her citizenship? Because her mother and father are not, they are immigrants. Her mother and father were both immigrants. So I think that's what it's all about. I think he's targeting Kamala. And this is just everybody that's going to be casualty of war. Everybody else just going to be casualty of war. Isn't that so crazy? Something might happen between now and 2028. But I think about the vice president. He agrees with all of Trump's views. So if anything happened to Trump, I don't think we're going to be in any better position or anything like that. So what do you guys think about that? If anything happened to Trump, and we don't want that to happen, we never will wish anything bad on anybody because we are all human, so we don't want that to happen. But hypothetically speaking, like if he passed, because I heard his health was declining and he wasn't healthy. So if he was to pass away and Van took over, we would not be in any better position. What you guys think? I like that, classy lady. You see what I'm saying? What's the saying, classy lady, about in spite the nose on your face or shooting yourself in the foot? That is so true. That is so true, because I told you guys that his grandfather was a citizen of Germany, was born in Germany, and his father was born in Germany. Girl, you know what? See what I'm talking about? This is what I'm talking about, classy lady. Common sense stuff. And he got all these people that's rah behind him. And when he says something that don't make any sense, nobody would say, but sir, that would include you as well. Nobody says these things to him. His wife, her mother and father were both immigrants. They brought them here to make them citizens. See, stuff like that, it just don't make any sense. It just be crazy stuff. But what was the question I told you guys? Oh, we would not be any better. Do you guys think that we'll be better with the vice president? than we are with the president. Do y'all think that the vice president, Vance, would do a better job than president? Oh, wow. You don't think so, classy lady? Classy lady said he probably wouldn't be in office long. So what do you guys think? I think that, think about 2025, the book that they wrote, Project 2025, was written by Vance. Remember that. Remember that. I don't know whether he wrote the whole thing. They said that he did, but I think it was other people with him. So I have to do rational thinking as well and common sense thinking as well. But Project 2025, he wrote that. So if Trump is in office and he's trying to follow Project 2025 and bring everything to full fruition from that book, Project 2025, that Vance wrote, and it's his book, those are his beliefs. So I don't think we would be any better off. I think we might be worse off. And y'all might think with Trump, we can't get no worse. I don't know, guys. Classy lady said, I think he'll be good for a short time. Classy lady. That's why I'm kind of like this about it, because I think about who was Bush. Bush was vice president for Reagan. Who was Bush vice president for, guys? Was it? I don't think it was Nixon. I think Cheney was vice president for Nixon. Who was Bush vice president for? But a lot of people didn't think Bush was going to do a good job, and he turned out to he did a pretty good job for his reign in office. He did an okay job for his reign in office. You know, people really thought he was going to be terrible. People thought he was going to be terrible. He turned some things around that I think it was Reagan had put in place. He turned some things around and made it a little better. But a lot of people thought Bush was not going to be a good president at all. So we know God can change the heart of men. And if Vance get a chance to be the president, I think he will be more willing to listen and learn. Well, we know it wasn't Jimmy Carter, because Jimmy Carter is a Democrat and Bush was a Republican. Reagan, I think it was Reagan and Bush. But I think Vance will be more in tune to listen, and he'll be more open to things that will work and things that won't work. And he won't just be like, my way, my way, my way. I is what I say, or get up out of here, you're fired. I think he'll be more in tune to learn. Now, we know ADHD say DJT is so illiterate. He probably think that St. Al is a church. Listen, ADHD. So, I don't know, guys, because 4 years could be a long time when you're 79 years old. 4 years could be a long time when you're 79 years old. You all know that. In 2016, one thing that I found out about DJT is that he loved McDonald's because he didn't trust anybody to make his food. Nobody. He didn't trust anybody to make his food. I started seeing how paranoid he was about different things. And he loved the filet of fish. He ate so many of those. He invited the football team, like whoever won the Super Bowl during that time. I think it was the Patriots or something like that. They didn't want to go, but he invited them to Washington, D.C., and he had McDonald's for their food instead of a big buffet, all you can eat, whatever you want. He don't order tons and tons and tons of McDonald's. You guys remember this? he gave them McDonald's to eat after they came there for him to host them and congratulate them for being the Super Bowl champions. He gave them McDonald's. So he loved McDonald's. He loved McDonald's. I think just eating McDonald's every single day, all day long, can be very unhealthy. ADHD said, yep, I remember. That could be very unhappy. That's why his health is not good, because he eats nothing but McDonald's. I thought it was the quarter pounder, and then I recently found out that he loved the fish sandwich as well. So I think he loved the quarter pounder and the filet of fish. But he eats too much McDonald's, and any type of fast food is not good for your body if you eat it every single day. Any type of fast food is not going to be good for you. So this is where we are. This is where we stand. Class lady say, I think he loved KFC as well. Let me see about that. I don't remember about the KFC, guys. Anybody remember about KFC? Do he like KFC, guys? Anybody know about it? That sounds familiar to me a little bit, class lady, but it's very vague in my mind. I can't really remember I think I heard something about that like in 2016, that he loved KFC. I think you might be onto something, but I know he loved McDonald's. He loved McDonald's so much, he said he would work there. Y'all remember he went to McDonald's to work? ADHD said, yep, he loved KFC as well. Yeah. I thought I heard it, but I wasn't 100% ready to put it in stone, but I guess it's true. But all of that fast food, and then to find out because he didn't trust people. He didn't trust people to handle his food. I would think that he know that he is not that well liked to be worried about somebody hurting you through your food. He must have some type of inkling that he's not well liked. Now, me, myself, I have nothing personal against him as a person, as a human. I have nothing personal, but president. He came in unqualified in 2016. He got reelected in 2024. He's still unqualified. I think if he had took the time in 2016 and learned the job instead of trying to see how to scam the nation, how to get over on the nation, and how much money him and his family could make off the taxpayers, instead of learning the job of the presidency, then he'd probably be a better president today than he was then, because we know then he really didn't have any business being president in 2016. He knew nothing. He was an actor, a businessman, and what else was he? But he had no political knowledge. Like he'd never been to college. He went to the University of Trump. He did not study political science when he was there. And he thought he could run a whole country, guys. And he has been terrible at it. He's been terrible at it. He's not good at this job. And that just shows us how it is when you go take on a job. Like, I could never try to be an engineer. I don't know the first thing about being an engineer. I think an engineer make things, but they got different types of engineer. I never made anything before, so I would suck at that. And I don't even want to do that. Why would I want to do something that I wouldn't be good at? He has been a terrible businessman. He tried to operate casinos. That failed. He tried to operate real estate. That failed. He just can't get right. Mary say, we got 4 years to take this clown mess. Well, we down one, Mary. 3 to go. Down 1, 3 to go. He probably won't make 4 years because he's going down slowly. He knows he's not liked, but he doesn't care. He doesn't like himself anyway. Well, he definitely don't take care of himself. He doesn't take care of himself. And what got me the most, I'm going to end on this note, is when the reporter asked him on yesterday, what do he think about the economy? You guys know our economy is in trouble. Inflation is through the roof. We're paying high prices on all this new stuff. And all these things came about with the tariff. When he started that tariff stuff and talking about we was going to start tariffs back up, well, we would have to pay tax on our import, everything that comes into this country. Us citizens, us taxpayers would be paying a tax on that tariff stuff. He said we have accumulated so much money. Now he want to give everybody $2,000 that because we have made so much money. Y'all see the picture on the thumbnail, how that nose no grew some more? I don't believe we have made any money. I heard a news outlet say today, we're not making that much money with this tariff. It haven't paid off yet. But he would come live and say that we have made trillions of dollars. We have made so much money that he's ready to give all of the citizens of this country, everybody going to get a $2,000 check that they can put towards their health insurance. Now, when he talks like that, I think about they're getting ready to vote on health insurance, but I don't heard this man say, take that $2,000 that I gave you and put it towards your health insurance. So that means that they're still planning on taking the premium up. If he's giving us $2,000 to put towards the health insurance, a lot of people want that $2,000, but they want it to catch up on bills. They wanted to go shopping to the grocery store and buy food. They wanted to put it towards their mortgage. And you giving the people the $2,000 and tell them what to spend it on? Oh, you can take this $2,000 and spend it on your health care. That's a clue within itself that what way we're heading, what way they're going. But did you guys know, here's a good one, that over 30 people, 30 Republicans are getting ready to resign and to retire. 30 Republicans. I'm not for sure whether it's the House or it's the Senate, but 30 Republicans, it might be a combination of both, is getting ready to follow Marjorie Taylor Greene's lead. They retired, they done. They're sick of it. They don't want to do it anymore. They're tired of hiding behind his lies. They're tired of taking up for him. They're tired of sitting back and letting him do all this stuff. They're tired of walking on eggshells. They don't want to do it anymore. They want out. They want out. Beatrice said he is the worst so-called president I have ever seen in my lifetime. Yes, Beatrice. Sheila said insurance is going up. Yes, Sheila. I wish that they had by now put a cap on car insurance. I remember when we was young, well, when I was young, you all know when I was young, back in the 70s and the 60s and 70s, we didn't need car insurance. We didn't need car insurance. You didn't have to ride with seatbelts on, even though the seatbelt have saved lives. That's a good thing, so I'm not knocking that. But we did not have car insurance. And in my state of Georgia, there's no cap on car insurance. These insurance companies can charge whatever they want to charge. There's no cap. Isn't that sad? Some people paying more on car insurance than they're paying on their life insurance, that they're paying on the cars that they're driving. They're paying so much money on their premiums, just the car insurance. I think they should do away with that. But still put something in place that for car accident. Well, maybe not do away with it. Let me take that back. I don't think they should do away with it because it's good to have some type of insurance on your vehicle when you're out there driving amongst all of these non-drivers and people just can't drive and they running into you, tearing up your vehicle. And you should be able to get a new vehicle or get your vehicle repaired. So let me take that back. We need insurance. We need car insurance. But to not have a cap on it, that's the bad part. It should be capped off to a certain amount. I think $50, $75 a month. Everybody. That's plenty. That's plenty. Because of the number of people we got in this country. That's plenty of revenue to come in. $50, $75 a month. But they want to charge you $200 and $300 and $400 and $500 and $600 for car insurance. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. People paying more for the car insurance than they're paying for the car note. It's ridiculous. So we got a lot of things that need to be fixed. We got a lot of things that need to be done, that need to get done. And the man that we have in office just not doing anything. He's doing a lot of this, but ain't nothing getting done. Just all talk, all talk. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do, and we're going to make America great again, and we're going to, and we're going to, but ain't nothing getting done. He's all out there in international waters, in other countries. Oh, I done made peace in 8 different countries. I deserve the Nobel Peace Prize because I made all of these countries stop fighting and find peace. But the United States of America is crumbling all around him. And he started tearing down stuff, putting his name on stuff, putting his face on stuff, worrying about stuff that shouldn't even matter right now. He's worried about all of these minor things. And when he gets stressed, or when he don't open up a can of worms that he can't get out of, what do? He go play golf every day. He go escape to his mansion in Florida, Mar-a-Lago. He goes there and play golf all day long. And play golf all day. He loved golf. After he make a mess of things, he run off. Les Rock says, just think I pay $8,000 for homeowner's insurance. That's ridiculous. He is so jealous of Obama. Look like since 2016, it's been 8 years later, Beatrice, he should be over it. Obama was the 45th president, the 44 and the 45 president, or either 43, 44. But Obama has been president 2 times. You can't erase that. It already happened. You got to move on. You should try to be the best president in this world instead of making it all about you. I don't even understand your way of thinking. Why don't you want to be the best? And why did you take office if you didn't have the love of people or the mindset to govern the land? You must thought presidency was just you choose who you want to be the president. I'm just going to be the president just for white folks. Why did you even run for the office? You're so full of yourself. You always talk about how great you are. And you know that you're doing a bad job because there's no way. You need to take off those rose-colored glasses and see that you're not. You are destroying everything around you. It just don't make any sense that you don't even want to be the best. You got to change your way of thinking. Instead of trying to put your picture and your name in our faces everywhere we look, you could do the best job that we ever seen as a president, and the people will be calling out your name. People will be giving you the praise for what you've done. But we know God, Almighty God, is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. So you would never be higher than God. But if you want to govern this land and you wanted it so bad, you was willing to cheat, steal, take. You wanted it so bad for what? I think you wanted it because you wanted to give your family more money. More money. Your family made what, 2.3 billion since 2016? And you still want more money, more money. You only wanted the presidency because you got Jared, you got your daughter, I think her name Ivanka, or Ivani, or whatever her name is, that. You got Don Jr., you got Eric, you got all of those people, those 4 children and their son-in-law bidding for you. They're in and out. They're the gophers. They've taken all the money. They've taken up all the resources, and you the distraction. You got so much going on with nobody's paying attention to your FOMOs that's doing all of this undercurrent stuff. Ain't nobody paying attention. That's what it's all about, y'all. Let's say, exactly, Sheila. Sheila say, and you say those judges agree with everything that he do. That's because they are his people that he put in the chair. Yes, but it's 9 of them. He put 2 in the chair. We already had like 3 Republican Supreme Court judges. So we might have a total of 5 Republican Supreme Court judges and 4 Democrats. But we got 2 Democrats and a couple of liberals, you know. But if he got 2 that he put in office, why do everybody have to go along with what those 2 say? That's what I'm not getting. They're only 2. You see, got 7 others, and everybody is agreeing. They are agreeing to let this man do all of these things. But one thing that a content creator told me from a news outlet is that the Supreme Court only control 1% of all the laws and bills that's passed in this country. The other 99% are being passed by the lower court. So that's the good thing that we have. When he takes stuff to a Supreme Court judge, like when a lower court judge tell him that he can't do something and he get mad and want to take it to his friends in the Supreme Court, then they take it, but they can only take so much. They can only take 1% of the stuff that he brings to them. The other 99% are being settled in the lower courts. So let me see. Mary say, no, he's blowing up these boats in the water. Yep, there. He just got so much. He's doing so much. He's making America great for them, not for us. That's true, Sheila. I think for rich people, I don't think when you say make America great for them, you're talking about for him and his family or all of the rich people. All of the rich people. And you say those judges, yes. So let's say exactly. Mary say he's has taken Obama Affordable Care. Yeah, he's trying to get rid of it. You guys know at first, before he tried to remove it, he just wanted to put his name on it. He wanted to come up with his own bill with his name on it. He's real big about putting his name on stuff. So he wanted to remove Obamacare and call it Trump Care. But when everybody looked at it, they said, well, this is everything that we already have. This is Obamacare. You just trying to put your name on it. So he didn't like that. So he just threw that away. But that's what he wanted to do at first. So I'm getting ready to get off here, guys, so I can get me some food in me. Mary Clark said, I pray he doesn't take my money, Granny. Mine's too, Mary. He doesn't like Biden either. I always call him Sleepy Joe, but he falls asleep at all of the meetings. They say karma will come back to bite you because he talked about Joe Biden for so long, calling him Sleepy Joe. Now, every time they have a staff meeting or a meeting with all of his people, he's like this. Sleep. Every time. All the meetings, he sleep. It's crazy. It's really crazy. But I thank you guys for joining me this evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going back to the old drawing boards and see what else going on, guys. And I'm going to take it down, and we'll be back tomorrow to talk about it. Until then, thank you, my moderators. Thank you, ADHD. Thank you, Let's Rock. I love you guys so much. I love you guys to the moon and back. Mary Clark said, you have a great day, Granny. Thank you, Mary, and take care of yourself. I will see you guys on tomorrow. Until then, have a great night. Good night, you guys. Thanks to everybody that gave a gift today. Thank you, guys. You guys are so awesome. Keep it going. Keep it going. Thank you, Let's Rock. Thank you. Keep it going. Keep it going. Everyone be blessed, says Let's Rock. Bye, chat, says Mary Clark.